Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Walker County Commissioners Court. Today is March 13th. This is the 9 a.m. broadcast. We moved our session at 9 a.m. so some of us can get to Austin for the Walker County Day. So we appreciate your patience with us in these schedule changes. Also, this is our first live broadcast on YouTube. So we'll cross our fingers and hope it goes well. If we have technical difficulties, we'll try again and get it right. We'll talk about technical difficulties that the county's had. Just a few minutes. All right, with that, let's start with the roll call. Precinct 1. Here. Precinct 2. Here. Precinct 3. Here. Precinct 4. Present. And the judges here, we're all here. And so we'll call this meeting to order, and we'll start with the communication. Our most heavenly Father, we thank you for this glorious and wonderful day here in Lavaca County. Thank you for granting us the privileges we have to live in this county and to work in it and to serve others. We ask, Lord, that you watch over these proceedings and guide us in all the decisions we have to make for this county. And we ask these things in your name. Amen. Amen. And our pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right. Before we get started with our agenda items, do you have any announcements to be made? The only thing I want to say is the agenda is I was out of town last week attending some training in Austin. We've had nothing but technical difficulties when I left. The phone system went down, our internet went down, so we had lots of issues. Barbara, thank you. Our county clerk stayed up several nights in a row until 9 o'clock at night, working with the technicians trying to get our equipment back up and running. So thank you, Barbara. As of right now, I don't know if it's working perfectly.
Everything in our office is up and running this morning, us too.
Okay.
And actually, the Hill Country Tech guy is at our office this morning, he came in to check. I didn't know he was coming, but he did show up, we did check on it to make sure it's all okay.
One thing I noticed, I dialed the Regis phone number over the weekend, and it goes to voicemail, it's Lisa Jones' voicemail, who hasn't worked here in 9 months.
That's been going on, that was going on last week, the way I was when I talked to
So I just need to make sure everybody needs to check the system, I guess, to make sure we can notice what's not working. Okay, today's also Lavaca County Day at the courthouse, at the Capitol in Austin, so some of us are going to be going to that meeting, going to the Capitol. This is a short agenda, and we will start with action item number 1, discuss and approve the GCRPC update. And I put this on the agenda just because I know that lots of things happening at the Golden Crescent, and Wayne, you want to give us a briefing on that?
Sure, absolutely. Appreciate that. Thank you, Judge and Commissioners. Thank you for allowing me to represent Lavaca County on the Golden Crescent Regional Planning Commission. Can you hear? I'm sorry. There's been a lot of flux going back and forth in a lot of votes. The Golden Crescent made some mistakes in their calculation, and so it went back to GLO. GLO rejected that, sent it back. We had another vote, and the numbers changed. People's sentiments changed about who got what, and so this is leftover Harvey money that people didn't take, and so it's got some stipulations with it. But we're way ahead of the game in the sense that we have an administrator We have an engineer, we've already got projects identified, and so it's going to allow us to step forward quickly. The process is now, after the last vote, we will receive about $3 million, which is a lot more than what we started with. I think we started with about 1.7. So now we're up to about almost 3 million. And so as a result of that, we will be able to have some pretty substantial projects here. Currently it's at GLO for approval. We had pre-approval, which should help. Then it goes to HUD for their final approval. Then it comes back, and at that point, we think that the distribution point would be sometime late in the fall. So it's not something that I think is going to happen this year. By the time all the smoke clears, it will be fully into next year. But it is good news. We're getting our feet wet with this. It's allowing us to have some grant money to do some projects that we wouldn't normally be able to do. So I'm excited about it. I think it's a really good thing for Lavaca County. I think it's a really good thing for us. And I just appreciate the support of all the personnel, all the staff, and the Commissioner's Court and the judge here for helping with that. So with that, I'll answer any questions or.
One question I have is this court had approved, I think it was $2.7 million. It was, I believe, right?
I believe we started at 1.7.
Yeah.
But we approved 2.7. We started a lot of projects, county road projects on the 2.7. And now
Yeah.
what you're telling us is that they've changed. We need a little bit more money.
We're going to a little more money, yes.
So let's get back in court at some point, approve that higher amount and add to our projects or to different projects.
Yeah. Yes.
Most of them.
That would be accurate. And I'd like to say that it would, this is the final vote and everything has gone well. But every time we meet, every time we take a vote, you've got different players and, different agendas. And so I hope this is it. I hope this is the final outcome. But I have no guarantee of that. So what I have noticed, and I will say there's some challenges in the administrative side from our COG or our planning commission. They're just sometimes it's cumbersome to get through their agenda. But I'm hoping that what we're being told is accurate and that we will come back for the final vote. Yes.
Any questions, comments?
Thank you for doing what you did.
I will say, again, I've gone through a lot of training in the last 2 months, talking to other judges. There's some judges out there that feel like they're not getting fair shake of their COG. One of us, one of us from the city, out there. I know he's from the city of Marfa, the same two cities in the county. They get $0. I said, well, that's not right. You have to fight for it. These smaller counties, we're a smaller county in our COG, one of the smaller counties, but you have to fight for what's out there, sure. So I'm glad we sent you to the COG.
Well, the good news is too, Judge, is that the Shiner gets about $1 million, Bolton gets $900,000, and I think Hallettsville gets 1.4. So they started with 0. So we made some headway from Lavaca County as a whole.
Thank you for that, because again, we're all one county.
Yes.
4 cities to take care of, have to go there and platform, so appreciate it. With that, I entertain a motion to accept the update given by Wayne.
I make a motion to accept the PC update.
Second. Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4, to accept that update is provided by Wayne Kirkland. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Next, we have the EMC update. We have done an extensive search for a new emerging national coordinator, and they is not going to TDM. And the representatives of that, I want to thank Michael Burr, Megan Bartell, Shana Opio, Sheriff Michael Harmon, Dennis Wilson on East Adams Community as well. We had several interview processes to go through, wait through all the candidates. It's a lot of great candidates. But at this time, I want to announce that we have made a selection. His name is Greg Morelli. Greg Morelli is in the courtroom today, so Greg is accepting the position. I say he's accepted it. He is the final candidate, and we're going through a negotiation process. He's still working for the Shiner Schools, Shiner ISD, and he's the principal, elementary principal at Shiner. And so we're working with Shiner at ISD to work out some plan where we can transition him to a full-time position. He's offered to serve as a part-time position until he fulfill the duties with Shiner. Anyway, thank you, Greg, for being here today. We look forward to working with you. You've got big shoes with the baby, but anyway, thank you for serving. We look forward to it. Thank you, Commissioner. You'll hear in the coming weeks. You'll hear more from Greg as he starts giving us his news updates. One of the things that stood out with Greg is he is elementary principal, and he's going to work to take care of our rural schools as far as safety rules. We've got 7 school districts, 4 private schools. That's 11 school systems essentially in our county. We don't want to see the value after here. So he's going to be working very closely with the school districts to keep them safe. Okay, with that, we'll bring up item number 3, discuss and approve the hiring of Randy Stuckey as the new VR election clerk starting date of March 13th, 2023. Stuckey's in the room today.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have a motion for approval.
Your Honor, I move that we hire Randy Stuckey as the new VR election clerk starting date March 13th, 2023.
Second. Motion made by precinct 1 and second by precinct 4 to approve the hiring of Randy Stuckey as the new VR/election clerk starting date of March 13th, 2023. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes.
Do we need to put a salary on that? No? Okay.
The officer just shake your head no. Let the record show. All in your short report. All right, I did promise you all a short meeting, so we'll move into consent agenda unless a member of the court requests a separate consideration of any items. All on the consent agenda are considered to be of routine nature or have been previously deliberated by the court in an open meeting and therefore may be approved by one motion, second, and vote. Do we have a motion to remove into consent?
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
All right, motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 2 to move into consent agenda. We're now on consent agenda. At this time, our microphone will go off.
Our first official duty is to school official. They were all like, you're not.
We are on to consent now. Any other business of the court? If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Motion is made by Bridget two, second by Bridget two, to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. You are adjourned. Thank you very much. We'll see you in Austin.